I want to ask you, and I mean no disrespect, Mr. Jha, I have high regards for you, I mean it. Why were you suspended and why are you still suspended from the Congress party? Why?
Uh, Pranesh, let me answer the bigger question. I don't think
Answer.
individuals
Let's start with
matter.
this question because you see,
No, I
this
don't
party
think
has a
individuals
problem with
matter, whether
any
it is
any any
Shashi.
person that puts India first.
Pranesh, thank you for that appreciation, but I think individuals are very small in the larger scheme of things. Let me try and answer your question because I think whatever points you have raised deserves an answer. Let me tell you my answer in brief. Number one, the most critical expose of the day that also needs to be answered today by Mr. R.P. Singh and Mr. Verma, who are two supporters of the same administration, is it true? Because now the U.S. government of Donald Trump, and Pranesh, I'm sure you are aware of it, has made a statement and a declaration in the courts in New York that the ceasefire between India and Pakistan happened because of a trade deal. It's now official. The US Commerce Secretary has put documents in a court to say that tariffs led to the closure of the India Pakistan conflict and the ceasefire. This has now become a very serious subject, and the Indian government will have to respond to it, number one. Number two, to answer your question, I think the bigger fundamental challenge is not whether some people in the Congress party have a different viewpoint on how to handle this conflict with Pakistan. The bigger issue is, where are the terrorists who killed innocent tourists in India, 26 of them on April 22nd? They came, they brutally massacred our people. They have still not been traced by this incompetent government. I think every citizen in this country deserves an answer, because the Prime Minister, the Home Minister gave people the assurance that if you come to Jammu and Kashmir, you'll be safe. And they went there and they got slaughtered. And this government believes they have no
No,
explanation
so
to give to
Mr.
the
Sanjay
people
Jha,
of
are you
India.
saying
No
Operation Sindoor
accountability
is a
for
sham?
intelligence and security.
That's what you're saying. That till you catch the or you neutralize the terrorist responsible for Pahalgam, Operation Sindoor means nothing.
I did not say that. I made the bigger point here, Pranesh. Sashi is representing, as he said publicly, even when he was there in the US, he's part of the opposition. He talked about the idea of India, which Mr. R.P. Singh needs to answer, because the idea of India's
No, 1 minute.
secularism.
Sanjay Jha, we will,
What's your argument?
there are bigger platforms for bigger questions. This larger point that you're making is lost on the viewer because we haven't addressed the most fundamental question, and which is, what is Shashi Tharoor's crime? Or for that matter, what was your crime? Why are you still suspended? Because people like Pawan Kheda, Jairam Ramesh, the Udit Rajes of the world are having a free run, and look what they're doing. Udit Raj says something, he calls Tharoor a BJP spokesperson, a super BJP neta, and Pawan Kheda retweets that post. So this is endorsement from, as high as it gets in the Congress's rank and file. And let me tell you that, which is why I was drawing the larger picture. Savarkar, Rahul Gandhi has a problem, Sadak ke Gunde, etc. about our Sena, and now Shashi Tharoor. And people in the Congress party are saying things about Operation Sindoor. Let me play out what Ajay Makan has said. So people who are saying, Jai Shankar is some mukhbir, the JJ absurdity, etc. Listen to Ajay Makan. He says, we've won the war. We may have lost the narrative battle, but we've won the war. Now go say this to Pawan Kheda and the Jairam Rameshes of the world who are advising Rahul Gandhi. I don't know. Because you are still suspended. You should be talking to Rahul Gandhi, trying to inject sense. Listen to Ajay Makan.
भारत ने लड़ाई तो जीत ली, लेकिन नरेटिव यानी बातचीत का आख्यान हार गया। ये बहुत बड़ी बात है। हम लड़ाई जीत करके नरेटिव हार जाएं, पूरे विश्व के अंदर चर्चा ये हो जाए हम लड़ाई जीत रहे हैं और पाकिस्तान वहां पर अपना।
So we won the war, and the reason we are losing the narrative because the Congress party is busy peddling the Pakistani narrative. That is the reason we are losing the narrative. As Mr. Makan is saying.
Just kind of put the facts on the table. kindly, I request everyone to listen and read Nirupama Rao's article, ex-Foreign Secretary.
Sanjay
And
Jha,
the
I am
world has
talking
noticed-
now. You seem to have a problem with Congress leaders. Shashi Tharoor, is persona non grata. Ajay Makar, Nirupama Rao. I mean, let's talk about your own leaders. Manish Tiwari, you're great friends with all of these people. Come on. Let's bring in Ravi Srivastava. Ravi Srivastava, ये क्या चल रहा है? कभी सावरकर से दिक्कत है, कभी सेना से दिक्कत है, अब शशि थरूर तो सुपर बीजेपी नेता बोल रहे हैं. क्या क्राइम है शशि थरूर का?
Good evening, Pranesh.
Good evening.
First of all, nobody should teach patriotism to Congress. So Congress, the one party which has lost, which has sacrificed, which has martyred two sitting prime ministers to the terrorism. So nobody should teach the patriotism to Congress. And second thing is that I feel ashamed of my prime minister who is doing the road shows, flower shows across the country, and the Rahul Gandhi goes and visits the deceased people in the victims of the war in Punch, Rajouri, Jammu. He goes and meets the people who lost their loved one, dear ones. He goes and meets the victims of the Pahalgam. This is the patriotism. This is the humanity. This is how one should conduct. Not as a prime minister having his posters in the army fatigue and asking for the votes once again by doing the road shows. I feel really ashamed. He's selling Sindoor. Literally, he's selling Sindoor. Not the Operation Sindoor. Sometimes he says, in my blood there is democracy. Sometimes in his blood is
श्रीवास्तव, ये आप भी संजय झा की तरह लार्जर पॉइंट एड्रेस, आप भी प्रिपेयर्ड स्क्रिप्ट लेके आते हैं. मैं सवाल बदल देता हूं. मैंने सवाल क्या पूछा? शशि थरूर की क्या गलती है? सिंपल सवाल है, उसका आंसर कीजिए. उनको बीजेपी नेता क्यों बोला जा रहा है?
Issue for debate. They are the tall leaders of the Congress party. Shashi Tharoor continues to be in the Congress.
Why are people in the Congress calling Shashi Tharoor a super BJP spokesperson? Why? Simple question, answer that.
One leader talking about another. Satyapal Malik was talking about Narendra Modi.
एक बात बताइए. Shashi Tharoor is in the Congress party. Udit Raj, Pawan Kheda, they are in the Congress party. तो सर, let's, ये चौक एंड चीज मत बात कीजिए ना. पवन खेड़ा बोल रहे हैं वो सुपर बीजेपी नेता है, हटा दीजिए. फिर मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट है, स्पीकिंग अबाउट योर ओन मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट लाइक दिस बिकॉज ही इज पुटिंग इंडिया फर्स्ट. ये दिक्कत है आपको. Monojit Mondal, there is someone in the TMC who has, crossed the line. I can play out the reaction if you want.